Hey, what's up, guys? Been a while, huh? Did you miss me? Some of you may have missed me. Some of you probably care less where I've been. But let me tell you where I've been the past few days. I've been home with a migraine that I had for 35 days. Migraines, dude. They're no joke. I'm one of these people that I really don't like to go to the doctor or the hospital for anything because I always think if I go to the hospital, they're going to find something major wrong with me. And you would think having a headache for 35 days, you'd really want to go to the hospital and see if there's something wrong with you, but at the same time, you don't want to fucking know. And I didn't want to know because this big scar on my neck, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the last time I went to the hospital, they found something very bad, and I had to have a very bad surgery, and it was an extreme cancer scare. The cancer doctor was pretty much disappointed that I didn't have cancer. He pretty much wanted me to have cancer. That's why he wanted to operate on me to make sure that it wasn't cancer. So that was like 4 months of hell in my life. And I know some of you out there experienced the same thing or had the same phobia or fear about going to the doctor, which you really shouldn't have. You know, if there's something wrong, catch it early, then you have a better chance of making it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you put it off, then it may get so bad that you're fucked, basically. But anyway, I haven't talked about much of anything. Like I said, coronavirus is still trucking right along. People are still getting sick. Record number of cases. I still see a lot of asshole people out in public that don't want to wear their mask. Good example, there's a place down the road from where I live. I'll go get breakfast or lunch or dinner, and every time I go in there, I am the only person with a mask on. There can be 20 people in the store and not a single soul has a mask on. Not even the people working there, and which by law they're supposed to have masks on. It's like in the area where I live at, nobody cares. They could care less if they catch coronavirus or not. They act like it's no big deal. And you know, I personally know people that, and it's been extremely difficult on them to get over it. One of them thought they was going to die. It was pretty bad. And the scary thing is, they took every precaution possible to try not to catch it. You know, it's like when I go into a store, got my mask on, get to the car, leave my mask on until I get to the car, and I've got hand sanitizer. I hand sanitize all the way up to my elbows. Anything that may have touched any kind of surface, I'll use the hand sanitizer to try to knock it off. And hell, I even wipe down my door handles. And a lot of people make one mistake when they sanitize themselves. When they're pumping gas, I've seen people do it. They'll grab it, put the gas in, you know, just do their thing, pump the gas, hang it back up. The first thing they do, a lot of them touch their face. If I'm pumping gas, I don't sanitize anything till I get in the car. When I get in my car, that's when I sanitize it. If I don't get gas or whatever I'm doing, after coming back from public, sanitize. Hand sanitizer is your friend right now. So use it. It may just save your life. And see, what else can we talk? We can talk about the presidential election coming up. These polls, man, when they throw out these poll numbers, I don't know where the fuck they're getting these numbers at, but they're way off. If you look back at the last election Donald Trump was in, and it was Hillary Clinton, it was balls to the wall for Hillary Clinton. They said she's got a 7-point lead or a 10-point lead, and she's going to win on election day. Kind of the same thing that they've said about Joe Biden. He's got these leads, and he's going to win on election day. I have a problem with this. I've tried to watch Joe Biden speak, and when he speaks or gives a speech, never really gets into any substance of anything. Here's kind of an example of how he talks. Well, the country has been decimated by the coronavirus, and if I'm president of the United States, I want to do a mask mandate, and we're going to cut carbon emissions. He just, you know what I mean? He's flat. He's monotone. He has no genuine thought of his own. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce her name, correct? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Or is it Kamala? I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't fucking matter. She laughs too much for me. She's and she's on this whole saying the Black Lives Matter movement. That's no longer a movement, Kamala. I hate to tell you. that has turned into rioting thugs. They want to see destruction. You can't get anything good to come to your cause if you're burning and beating people up and destroying businesses in your own neighborhoods. All it does is make you look like a bunch of thugs, which is exactly that's what you are, a bunch of thugs. Because thugs act that way. Civilized people don't. If you want people to take you serious, you need to quit all the horse shit that you're doing and protest peacefully. There's nothing peaceful about the way you're protesting. I know, the news says, oh, it was a peaceful protest, but in the background you see shit burning down, or you see rioters or protesters throwing frozen water bottles, throwing bricks, throwing anything they can get their hands on, shooting fireworks at the police, cussing the police, hitting the police. But it's peaceful. I mean, is this the kind of civilization that you would like your kids to grow up in societal, what society is now? Is that what you want? Well, I'm afraid if Joe Biden gets elected president, you're probably going to see this quite often, because they want to defund the police, and you know what defunding police means, right? It means less police on your street, longer call times. Who knows what could happen? Somebody break in your house, you're supposed to give your stuff to that person, so they'll leave you alone so you don't have to call the police. You know what? That's bullshit. Donald Trump is trying to do his best with the system the way that it is, but man, it's been uphill climb ever since he's been elected. They won't let him do anything that he wants to do. They think it's bad for the country, and I think this whole Corona thing is, well, you know what it is. Where it came from, the Kung Flu. I think the left has had their hand in this the whole entire time. But I guess election is not that far away. As of recording this, it's September the 6th. So, basically 2 months, we'll have our answer. And I suggest, if you're thinking about voting Democrat, you might want to do some research on Democrats. Democrats are the biggest racist in this country. Slavery was built on and for and by Democrats. You think you had problems then? Now that we're in this modern era, your problems are going to be bigger if Democrats take over everything. I'm just giving you fair warning, people. You can draw your own conclusions. All you got to do is do your own research. Just get out there on the net and research. Don't depend on CNN or MSNBC, ABC, CBS. They're all left-leaning. And don't believe anything you see on Facebook unless you took time to research it yourself. As far as that goes, YouTube videos, Instagram, Twitter, Google news feeds, newspapers. Don't believe any of it unless you know it to be fact or you've researched it for yourself to find out if it's true or not. But so many people now, the hate for Donald Trump is so bad. It could be somebody sitting up there saying, if you elect me president of the United States, we'll burn down the White House. And he would probably win the election. Because people will vote for anything just to get Donald Trump out of office. It doesn't matter who it is. It could. Joe Biden can barely string a sentence together that's wrote for him. We've heard him speak off script about kids rubbing his hairy legs, and he likes kids sitting on his lap. He said some strange things. Two-faced pony soldier, whatever that is. Threatened to whip people, beat people up because they asked him a tough question that he doesn't have an answer for. And Joe's said some things in the past. You can go look up and find it yourself, and just as bad or worse than anything Donald Trump ever said before Trump was elected. You remember, grab him by the pussy comment. That raised a lot of hell, but Joe said some stuff that's a lot worse that I'm not going to repeat here because it's not worth repeating and giving Joe credit for something that stupid, even though he probably deserves to be bashed for it, and maybe it'll all come out someday, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. It involves a certain derogatory word. One word. You guys can probably figure it out. But anyway, I've got this headache still, and I'm going to get off here. I just figured I'd come on here for a few minutes and let you know I'm still around. I've been outside, piddling on a greenhouse and editing greenhouse videos, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. And I need to give a shout out to my buddy. He's got a channel. It's called Cracker Chatter. He's got some pretty good content. He's going to be releasing some stuff here soon. I think you guys are going to really love it. And hopefully I can get him over here and have him on the channel and introduce you guys to him and, see what you think. Go check his channel out. It's not up yet, but I'll give you guys a head up when it launches. I'll send some links, but it is pretty good stuff. I think you're going to like it. Just cut him some slack. He's just now starting to get into it, and he's just now starting to get more comfortable. And we know the more comfortable you get, the better your content gets. But he's got a good solid base to start with. Anyways, I'm done rambling, guys. I'm going to edit this video real quick and cut out some shit I shouldn't have said before the mob comes after me. You know what I mean. Anyways, peace out. MAGA. Trump 2020.